I say this thing to people when I consult for them. I said, see, you can be the most skilled person, you can be the best in your field, but if nobody knows about you, you're only going to be the best kept secret. So until you find a way to bridge that gap between your product creation or your value creation and getting it in front of the people that are in need of this, you are going to struggle a lot. Hi guys, welcome to another session. In this session, I'm just going to be taking you through the fundamentals that every business person or every person intending to go into business must understand. You see, without these ones, trust me, you're going to get so many things wrong. Remember, I shared in the introduction video how I dabbled into so many things, made several mistakes, and looking back now, I realized that most of those mistakes came as a result of me not having proper understanding of these fundamentals. First thing first, business. I've had so many people and so many takes on business. You know, once anybody starts anything, they just send you WhatsApp broadcast and tell you, oh, I just started a business. Great. But the truth is that majority of people do not even understand the actual context or the actual meaning of what it takes to own or to run a business. So picture this, you get a particular amount of money from that your rich uncle sends money into your account. You get alarm. This one is different from alert too. You know, alert is tiny money. Alarm is money that once you see, you cannot sleep. You can't wait for the day to break. So you go into the bank to go and withdraw it. And then you say you want to start a business. You just think, you sit down in your room, and then in your shower, an idea just strikes you. And you're like, I want to sell oil perfume. No shades to people selling oil perfume, by the way. And then you reach out to somebody who sells oil perfume. You get a couple from them. And next thing, you begin to take pictures of it. You post it on your WhatsApp status, and your WhatsApp status has become like a bead. It is too long that so many people had to mute you. After muting you, we now begin to post on your WhatsApp status. You now write, I'm not eating today, come and buy from me. You see, the mistake, and I'm not saying this to shade you, but the mistake that majority people make is that there are certain steps you ought to have taken before investing your money into that business or into that idea that you have. You see, a business in itself is a venture that identifies the needs of an individual or a certain group of people, creates value to meet those needs, and then finds a way to deliver those value that has been created to those people that are in need of that product or service in exchange for profit. So the end goal of every business is to make profit. And then if you're creating value but you are not making profit out of it, it means you're running a charity. If you're creating value but nobody is in need of it, you're only practicing your hobby. If you are creating value or you promise to create value and you fail to deliver that value to your customer, then you are a scammer. So the end goal of every business is to first identify that gap, identify that need, and then find a way to create value to meet those needs, and find a way to deliver on that value that you've created and make money in exchange, make profit in exchange. Right now, because I've said that you need to identify the needs and then create value and then deliver that value, does not mean those are the three things that are involved in every business. As a matter of fact, there are other areas that you also need to focus on, from the level or from the point where you create that value to the point where you deliver that value to those people who are in need of your product or your services. What are those areas, or what are those other areas that are in between value creation to value delivery? Number one is, after creating value, the next thing you want to do, or the next thing you have to understand, is marketing. You see, marketing is the way of getting that product, that value that you've created, in front of the people that are most likely going to need it. These people are called prospective buyers. These people are called audiences, target markets. You know, there are several parameters or terms that people use for it. So marketing means that you have to find a way of creating awareness about that product that you've made. Now, after understanding marketing, you know, you've created awareness about your product. Many people are beginning to know about you. Many people are coming to find out about this value that you claim to want to deliver to them. The next thing you now have to understand is sales, because until you understand sales, you are not going to be able to convert that awareness, that exposure that you're getting. I've seen so many people go viral on TikTok, on Instagram, and then after the whole buzz, they're like, I did not make any sales. They just gave me exposure, so many people just ask for my price and all of that. The truth is, until you understand sales, the awareness, every energy, every effort, every money that you've put into your marketing is a waste. So what you want to do is to understand sales. Sales is just you converting those people that you've gotten their attention into paying customers. So these people now know that you have a product that can actually meet their needs, and then they give you money in exchange for that product and that service. Now your customers have come to trust you. You've gotten their attention, they are parting the way with their money in exchange for the value that you want to deliver to them. The next thing is to then deliver that value as you are promised. See, a lot of people struggle with this. A lot of people get this wrong. They think that business is just all about making the money. It's not about making the money. Until you learn how to give your customer the best experience, it is going to be a struggle for them to come back. I tell people this every time. I say, behind one customer that you have are 50 more that they know. But until you deliver value to them at an excellent rate or at an excellent amount, they are not going to refer you. You are not going to get through that one person to reach the other 50. So I'll say that again. Until you deliver that value excellently to that one person, you are not going to get through them to the 50 people who are behind them. So you want to ensure that in delivering your value, you are giving it your best. You're giving it the best. You're giving it your highest amount of effort and energy in exchange for their money, right? And then after you've given them the value, you've delivered the value, there is one very vital area. As a matter of fact, I think that this is like the lifeline of every businesses. And what is it? Finances. Finances is very, 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 very important in every businesses. As a matter of fact, finance in business is what blood is to the human body. Once the blood runs out of the human body, the person is dead. That is exactly what finance is to your business. Once your business runs out of money, it runs out of cash flow, it is DOA, dead on arrival. So what you want to do is that you want to ensure that you're making enough profit, enough to sustain that business, keep it running, keep it moving. And while you're doing that, you are also delivering on the other areas that I've mentioned earlier. Your value creation, you're finding ways to optimize it. Your marketing, you're finding ways to reach more people. Your sales, you're finding ways to convert more people into paying customers. Your value delivery, you're ensuring that you're delivering maximum value to everybody who parts away with their money in exchange for your product. And then your finances keeps running. So those 5 areas should be the focus of every business owner. As a matter of fact, if you want to go into business, I want to say this to you for free. Make sure whatever skill you're learning is in line with either of these 5 things. If it is outside of these 5 things and you plan to run business on the long run, I don't know what to say to you, but ensure that you are constantly learning about either 1 or 2 or even all of these 5 areas that I've mentioned. So in the subsequent videos, I'm going to be expounding on each of these 5 things that I've highlighted to you in this video, because it's very easy to think that you come to know what exactly is wrong in your business from what I've mentioned, but the truth is I still have to expound on this, and that's what I'll be doing in subsequent videos. So look out for the next video, and one more time, ensure you like, you share it with whosoever you think will find it helpful, and you subscribe and turn on your post notification. I'll see you in another video.